Hello, welcome Solex Nation. We're going to start off this call today with my favorite part of the week, and that is a license plate. This is Pamela McNabb.
Solex One plate.
She's in my club. Yeah. I have the Solex One, so welcome to the club, Pamela.
Great job. She gets a silver coin for that.
Yes, and part of the legacy group. So if anyone is new here and wondering what the heck we are doing, if you have a Solex plate, an AO scan plate, and we have recently added Cephi to the list, and now a license plate from your DMV.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Not just
a real license plate.
Yeah, not like, I don't even know. Go to the carnival.
The one when you get pulled over, I like to say. That they're going to run that plate.
Yes. Yeah. So if you have a license plate with those three, any of those words, then you get a Solex silver coin, and that means you are part of our legacy group.
Okay, we had just last week for Memorial Day, we kind of kicked off this summer splash.
We did. We had a fun sale.
Yeah, fun sale. A lot of people have taken advantage. There's a few left at the time of this recording. So hopefully we'll make our way through. It will end. There is a limited supply, even though some of these items will continue to sell. Obviously, they're core AO Infinity products, but it's the foot T-Tox with a free waistband.
Yes.
I think that's a $225 value. And then there's the AO Infinity wand with the forever popular 660 band.
Yeah, you get a free 660 band. And like Kai said, this is while supplies last. So hurry and get that because we are almost out.
Yeah.
All right, since it's the end of the month, we're going to go to Kai's favorite topic.
Yes, it's the Run Your Report week, right? It's if you're a QLA and you're just managing your business and you want to know where people are, how they're doing, this is a great time to go into your back office and just run your reports.
And before you keep going, I just want to say, if you have stopped listening, because you've heard this so many times, I want to say, listen, because there are so many people that are calling in and saying, I don't know if I've earned the cruise. If you have pulled your reports and you've exported them, you've saved them, you can add up your cruise points right now.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, the cruise. We already have many people that have earned a trip for one or a trip for two. We're going to actually start communicating those winning emails out right away. Yep. And so you'll look for those. Those will be coming to you. If you won the cruise already, you've earned the cruise, excuse me.
Yeah, you didn't win it.
You correct me.
Yes.
It is a work to get this cruise. And we will be sending out those emails, and we'll start to send out emails for those people who are pretty close. Mm-hmm. Usually they're within 5 or 10 of earning a trip for one or a trip for two. Just a quick reminder of the details. In your back office, you have a custom banner that tells you what your baseline is and what your target number of QLAs or customers with 100 points or more in any given month needs to be. And you need to have 3 months with those numbers. Mm-hmm. And then in the business snapshot, you're adding up the 2 tiles, the direct active QLAs and the direct active customers. And you add those together to see where you are against the baseline.
That's right. If you have any questions, it's on our blog, solexglobal.com. Just click on the blog. Or you can also give our customer support a call and we can help walk you through it.
And I'm going to put one more plug in. If you are working with anyone or have worked with anyone who's rank advanced in the last, since September, those help lower the requirement, the trip for one and trip for two requirements. And if there is a month to start a rank advancement, you must start in June. That's next month. So we kind of start saying it's the first month to be able to qualify for those benefits towards earning the cruise.
That's right. Okay, last week our contest was about MindSync. We wanted to know what your experience has been with MindSync. And so we're going to draw 3 names, and we're giving away the Black's Onyx.
Black Onyx bracelet.
Yes,
I love that bracelet. Okay.
I think I just called it a Black's Onyx.
Black
Onyx.
Yep. All right, Kimberly Olas. Wow, Kai, that info about emotions and the tool we have was awesome. Oh, that's right. I talked on the call. You know what? I love MindSync. Love MindSync. And there's real science behind it. If you haven't watched that call, I just share a couple of ideas about what's happening in the brain when you're doing an affirmation and recording it and listening back to it. Excuse me. Thank you for sharing such vital information. It's giving me more hope for my brother who is trapped in his past and delusions. Maybe one day he can have positive delusions or better be healed. It's been a long, challenging journey for him using inner voice, but I noticed that MindSync, using my own voice, is really changing his moods in a positive way. Hopefully one day he will be able to use his own voice. Twice a day, inner voice, here we come. So grateful for what you shared and to Solex for such an awesome tool to reach the unreachable. Oh, I love that.
Reach the unreachable.
They will be reached for sure. You keep it up. You be consistent.
Yeah,
It'll happen.
That's it. All right, next one. Let me only get one. Ooh. This is Talena Taff. The first time I recorded MindSync, I read from a list of affirmations that I wrote. I got about halfway through, and then the next sentence would not come out of my mouth, literally. I stuttered, and then I just cried. I had to start over on recording that list, but I will say it was quite an experience. Just shows me how much I really did not believe what I was saying. I am still working on this issue, and I'm thankful to have Inner Voice and MindSync for support. Thanks, Solex. Wow.
Awesome. Incredible.
That is.
Love these experiences that people are having. Oh, okay, we're giving away 3.
Oh, he grabbed 2.
Oh, we're giving away 4. Okay, so I grabbed 2. All right, this is Solex AOScan affiliate. We don't know your name, so you need to let us know who you are. I really enjoyed the scanning option within MindSync, which has been my go-to lately. It's nice not to have to overthink what would be best for me. As I always say, scan and know. I love it.
That is really cool.
It's so helpful. If you don't want to go through that, if it's taxing.
Yes.
Sometimes it is taxing. I love the one you read about. It's an emotional experience to find out where you actually are on the scale of belief.
Sometimes just when you're getting started, just start with the I am affirmations that are already in the scanner. That'll get you going.
Yep. Love that. Anna Casas, 6583. Hopefully that's your first and last name. My routine, 3 to 4 times a week. It's excellent information that helps you take good care of yourself. Great, it does.
It really does.
If you'll do a MindSync, it will help you take care of yourself.
It's true.
Absolutely.
All right, before we get to the call, we have an important announcement, and this is our top enrollers. And this is for the week of May 20th to the 26th.
Very good, and a big, long tie for second place.
That's right. Okay, the first one is Julie Tibbles.
And Alan Stanley.
Mary Roman.
Paula Reyes.
Eugenia Gonzalez.
Oric Fields.
Ken DePercio.
And Ann Barrett.
Congratulations to all of you. You tied for second place. That is a big deal.
And drum roll for first place. This person gets another silver coin.
Yeah, another Solex silver coin. And this person got 5 people last week, had 5 recruits last week, and it goes to
Paige Wheeler. Congratulations. Great work.
Great job, Paige.
We hope you're loving the new website. We hope all those 5 came through that new website, your replicated site. What a powerful tool.
All right, we are going to move on to the training portion of this call. We have Lauren on. He's going to announce kind of a big announcement.
Yeah.
But first, before we get there, we're going to start with Deb Bruce, and she's going to go through some question and answers, questions that you've had, and she's going to answer them for you.
The simplest explanation that I can give is it's very similar to when you use your cell phone. When you pick up your cell phone and you dial the number of somebody else, you're not surprised or wondering how it works when they pick up at the other end and you're able to talk to them. Well, your scanner's set up the same way. It's able to, because of the information that is put in about the person, it's kind of like an IP address, and it's where it's able to connect with the person and communicate back and forth, very similar to what you use, just like when you use your cell phone. It's just as straightforward, just as scientific, and just as effective as when you use your cell phone. When you're seeing the emotions in the database, you've got to remember it can be your emotions or it can be anybody in your family, your friends. It can even be from the past or the present. So when you look at high cause or low cause, remember that it doesn't mean big and small. High cause means that there's something that's having a frequency to it that can be possibly causing an inflammatory response. And low cause means that there's frequency vibrations that are possibly reducing function. So even when it comes up with a positive emotion, and there's so many possibilities, I'm just going to off the top of my head think of a couple. If it comes up as love and you're like, well, that's a positive emotion. Why is it coming up? Well, if it's coming up as a low cause and reducing function, it could be that somebody as a child felt like they didn't get enough love from a mom or a dad, or maybe a favorite uncle or an aunt or a grandma. okay? And if it is love and it's a high cause, inflammatory, then maybe somebody is smothering them, trying to get love from them, and it's causing an inflammatory response in the body. Just because an emotion is listed and you think of it as a positive emotion doesn't mean that there aren't situations in life where it can actually be a positive emotion that is affecting the body in a negative way because of either the lack of or the way that somebody is interacting with you with what should be a positive emotion. When you have inner voice and body systems, what you have to realize is there's programs running in the background when these are running. And because the emotions have such a big effect on the body with neuropeptides being deposited and affecting whether there's inflammation or lack of function or whatever in the body, when you are doing inner voice and it's running in body systems, it's bringing all of that over. And then it's showing you how those emotions are affecting the body. And then there's also information coming in from the background, from like vitals, and they all interconnect. So that's a really powerful thing to do because you get a lot of the information that has suggestions, but at the same time, the program is connecting with your brain and taking into account how the emotions are also affecting your body. For example, you can have somebody that has raged their whole life and they finally have one episode and they have a heart attack. Well, if they had been scanning during their lifetime, their inner voice and their body systems may have consistently shown that the heart needed support, the heart needed CoQ10 ubiquinol, that the heart needed better hydration, that they needed to work on anger, self-esteem, whatever it is. That type of thing is going to come through in the body systems report because those particular areas that come over from the emotions are needing that physical, emotional, support in order to improve and have a better frequency where it's heading more towards that optimal health that we aim for with frequencies in the body. Meridians are like the wiring in your house. You have your chakras that are your energy centers, and then your meridians are like the wires in the house. So they are like energetic highways, byways, pathways, back roads, streets, dirt roads, whatever. They carry energy and information through the body as far as interrelating with the spinal cord, with the nervous system, with the brain. So there is just a lot you can do. And when you scan the meridians, you're going to see in the reports from that exactly which meridians are out of balance, which body parts they energetically connect with. And then you're going to be able to go and scan and optimize those areas. And if you have access to database reports, you're going to see right away what it is that is not only bothering those meridians, but the parts of the body that they are connected to. So meridians can help the body energetically, but they also are a very, very valuable source of information for you when you are scanning, optimizing, and trying to use different parts of your body scan to improve your health. And don't forget how tightly they tie in with the inner voice. And now for sure, make sure that in connection with scans with the chakras and the meridians that you use your MindSync. I come from a genetic history of a grandma who in the 1950s worked in a cancer ward, taking bone out and putting in clean maggots to eat cancer in the brain. And when I was 3 and 4 years old, my mom said that my favorite part of the Encyclopedia Britannica, because remember back then all we had was books, was to flip the clear pages on the body part. And I just would sit for hours doing the pages back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So from a very young age, I was about 3 years old, I just had such an intense interest in the body that I just loved everything that I could learn about it. When I got older, I got involved in the dental field and fell in love with the dental field. If I had gotten in that field when I was younger, I might have been a dentist, but I'm so grateful that I didn't do that because of the dental field, I ended up working in the energetic field with testing meridians and chakras. I was certified for structural neurology, emotional dyslexia, different things through Gordon Stokes in California. And from there, I ended up going into EDS, electrodermal screening, and then I met Lauren. So my love of the body started at 3 years old. And once I got into the EDS and that period, I started to see that energetically, there was so much that you could learn about the body that Western medicine wasn't covering. And so I developed a passion for causes. And I just, I tend to be very detail-oriented. And so come meeting Lauren was a piece of heaven because I got just embroiled in all of the facts behind what we do, all of the databases, all of the connections, all of the dots. How does this work? How does that work? And so much of it went back to just even when I learned at 3 years old. So for me, I have looked at so many systems, and the AO scan blows them out of the water. The AO scan is based on causes. It's based on causes. And so it has just got the superiority, and it just keeps getting better and better and better and adding in and adding in. And I got to tell you, the newest one, MindSync, I trained in what MindSync is based on since 1993. And that program is the bomb diggity. It goes so deep, and it's going to be so effective, and there's nothing else like it out there. So I am just thrilled to be involved with a company that fulfills my dreams about how I saw health could be improved if it was tackled from an energetic viewpoint. So I'm just grateful to be here, and I just absolutely love what I do.
I have an exciting announcement to make. In fact, right now, if you go to your scanner, there's some new features. Actually, not new features, improvements to features that you're already using. You know, we've always told you, you probably get tired of us telling you this, it's never going to be finished, and it's never going to cost more than $149 a month. This scanner is so exciting. For us, it's so fun to sit down because so much of the changes we make, and in particularly the two that are happening tonight, are based on a lot of information and feedback from you guys. So you're helping us fulfill that promise of it's never going to be finished. And tonight, there's two of those that are being upgraded. One is Vitals. Now this is a simple one. It's a little one. But Vitals has so much information that a lot of you get overwhelmed and you avoid it, which is not always good. And a couple years ago, because of that, we added Quick Scan and Easy Scan to make it easy and less intimidating. Well, today we're adding another one, and that's called Priority Scan. So if you go into your scanner and you bring up Vitals, you'll notice there's a new button. Right under Vitals, right under where the target is, there's a little blue button that says Priority Scan. Now you want to make sure that all of those 9 boxes, those sections that we have in Vitals, are checked. Because what you do when you hit Priority Scan, and I'm going to do it right now, it will go through and scan me right now. What are the 3 or 4 categories that I really need to pay attention to right now? And what it just came up with is food sensitivity, gastrointestinal, and meridians, and my toxicities. So I don't need to do the whole Vitals, but these are ones that I ought to maybe pay attention to. Now, what's the difference between this and Easy Scan or Quick Scan? This gives you the full detail of the Vitals, and sometimes we need that. Now, you don't need to do Vitals every day, but you could do Priority Vitals almost every day. It just helps us look at it. So that's one of the things that's changed with Vitals, and there's more coming. But tonight, enjoy this. In fact, tonight, do a Priority Vital Scan and just see what your body is saying, hey, you need to pay attention to this. Okay, now that's the first one. The second one's even more exciting, well, to me and to most of you. Now, as you know, at Day of Discovery, we launched MultiCast. MultiCast has been a big hit. Everybody loves MultiCast. There's so many things you can do with MultiCast. But the feedback that was coming back saying, oh, we love MultiCast. But man, I got to enter everybody in every single time, and I got to add their affirmations every time. Can we streamline that? And tonight, you can. But here's what you have to do. There's a few little things you have to do. Now, for those of you who are new, MultiCast gives you the ability to set up a group of people. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's you, your spouse, your children, your dogs, your cats, and you make a group. And you're able to send a unique, if you want, a unique affirmation to every single one of those simultaneously. So instead of taking 5 or 10 minutes for each person, you could do in 5 or 10 minutes 7 or well, up to 16 people at the same time. But every time you went back in, you had to reload that. So what you have to do now to make that simple is 3 little steps. So let's go. You go up to the very top of your screen, and you click on your icon, and it drops down that menu, and down there you'll see Manage Client Groups. You click on Manage Client Groups, and it will bring up the groups you've made. Now you can see here I've got Family, Health, Abundance, and Test. And Test is the one I'm going to use for this little demonstration. But just to set one up, you notice that little blue button at the plus at the top. You click on that, and it opens up a box that says Enter a Group Name. Now, in this case, you might want to make your family. So if it's just for your own personal use, put in family or whatever. You name it, and you save that. So I'm going to do here Test 2, just so you can see. And I save it. Now it wants me to enter in people to that. So I'm going to add somebody to that right now. So you can see under Test 2, there's already one person added. Now, if this was your family, you'd put you in, you'd put your spouse, your children, your dogs, your pets, or let's say that you're using MultiCast as a business, and you're using that for maybe you're doing finance groups or abundance groups or health groups. You're going to list all of those people that have signed up for your monthly program, and you're going to make the name, and you're going to add all of those people in. You must have everybody that you're going to put in that group has to already have a profile set up in your library. So that's the first step. We skip that. So first thing you need to do is make sure everybody you're going to put in a group, you've made their profile. Because that's where you're going to pull from to put them into your groups. So make sure that they're in your profile, then open up your group, and then add them to your group. Once you've added them to your group, and I'm going to add another one, so we'll just go into search, we'll grab another person and put them in. You'll see it adds another person to the group. We'll add one more. And now you can see I've got 3 people in this group. Now this is really important. I have not done this, and I've lost my group. Right next to the plus is a little floppy disk save button. Click on that. That saves the group. That's important. Now you'll notice in Test 2, I have 3 people. So I'm going to go out, go back into Cephi, go to MultiCast. Now you notice your 3 buttons on the bottom. The one with the 3 little people and the arrows is your groups. You click on that. It brings up your list of groups. You notice there's now a Test 2. I click on Test 2, and guess what? There's all my people. Now I need to add an affirmation. Now one of these persons already had an affirmation because I'd put her in another group. But if I want to change that affirmation, so let's just I'm just going to put in love. And now the most important things you remember now, in every one that you do a cast, you have to select the flower, which is their emotion. And that will change every single time you do a broadcast. So the only thing you'll have to do when you bring up a new group is rescan their flower for their current emotion. You do not have to change the affirmation unless you want to. And if it's like one of these groups that you're doing that's for health or abundance or whatever, you may not need to change that abundance, but at least now you don't have to type it in every single time. So you hit flower, and it hit the scan. It will scan that emotion and add that to it. Now here's the important thing. We just changed her affirmation. I have to hit that little save button. That saves it. So the next time I bring this up, that affirmation is already there. And you'll go through that with every one of your persons. Hit their emotion, scan it, then put in their affirmation, and then save. And you go through every one of the people, whether that's 2 or 3 or up to 16 people in that group. Now let's say that you're doing groups, multiple groups, same thing, but you have maybe 40 people. That means you're gonna have to set up 3 groups. They can be Abundance 1, Abundance 2, Abundance 3, and each one has their different people, but their affirmations are the same. Remember, each group can only have 16. So let's just recap that. First thing you do, make sure that the people are in your main client library. Second, make your group name. Add them into that group. Save that group. Then when you go into Cephy MultiCast, hit your little group button, brings up all your groups, find this, select the appropriate one, click on it, it will load it in, do their flower emotion. If you're not changing the affirmation, then when you're all done, hit broadcast and let it go. You're gonna love this new feature. And thank you for your feedback, because you are the ones that helped us develop this one. Till next time, see ya.
Well, Lauren, great launches. You did a great job.
That was fun.
Always bringing what the people want, right? That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah, great explanation. And Deb Bruce, we always love her answers to your questions.
Q&A.
Yeah,
Good
just
Q&A,
great job. Yeah. One of the things we want, okay, we're at the end of the call, time for a contest. Sleep is our #1 supplement.
It's amazing.
Right now. Yeah, people love it. You love it. We love it. I'm having great experiences with sleep. You've had some good experiences with sleep.
My experiences have been different. I dream incredibly.
Yeah, vivid, clear dreams.
Very clear.
You know what? One of the study I came across was, or it was actually commentary by a physician talking about when you are sleeping the right way, it's the activation of the hippocampus, and so you should be dreaming more clearly. Good, bad, I don't know, all those dreams that you might have, right?
Well, and the thing is I don't remember dreams.
Yeah.
Because we all dream.
Yeah.
But I don't remember mine. But when I take sleep, I remember them very clearly.
I've had the same experience. Yeah. I'm not a great Shelby remembers her dreams. She gets up and she tells me in detail all the crazy things that I did in her dreams. And then I have always struggled with that. I'm like, I don't remember what I dreamed. Yeah. But with sleep, actually, I have these clear experiences and very restful. It's easy. Even if I were to do the whole turnover at the middle of the night, I go right back to sleep and right back to dreaming.
You know what's amazing about sleep, though, is it's not just something that helps you go to sleep. It's actually helping the body detox.
Yes.
And I think that's why we have the vivid dreams. That's why we sleep as deep as we do, is because the body's actually doing some healing.
Yep. That's exactly right. I mean, which is the core time for the body to do healing. So comment on this call. After the live chat, leave a comment. What is your experience with sleep? What good experience have you had? How has it benefited you? If you haven't used sleep yet, we recommend that you try it. You know, it's a wonderful product. People love it. Again, #1 supplement right now. Next week, we'll draw 3 names, read your testimonial, and we'll give away sleep. Okay.
See you then.
Solix 1. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can say that.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. I think about these things.
So I got to start over again. Sorry.
Yeah, we were rolling. Yeah.